Hi, so this month's Vanners collaboration is about part-time van life versus full-time van life. Now, so far we've only spent, say, 6, 7 weeks the most away, so we can't really give you a good idea of what full-time van life is like. Anyhow, so we've invited our good friends, Paul and Heike. Heike is a German lady and Paul is a Geordie, but who's lived in Germany for many, many years. And they're going to give you their view of what it's like living full-time in a motorhome. So don't forget to look at the other videos in this collaboration. You'll find a link at the end of the video and you'll find one in the description below. Hi Paul, hi Heike. So what made you decide to live full-time in your motorhome?
Well, it wasn't actually planned this full time in the motorhome, but my son was going to renovate his house, or should I say, he was going to rip it down and rebuild it completely. So we just said, well, if you wait until 2024, I'll be a pensioner and we'll go in our motorhome and then just rip it down. And that's how we started off as a full time in our life.
Right, my question is, how long have you been full-timing? And did you plan it as a permanent change or just see how it goes?
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we haven't yet.
So what's the biggest unexpected change you've noticed since going full-time?
Not knowing what time of day it is and not knowing what day it is.
Is that just because of retirement though?
Yeah, I think that's probably because of retirement, because it's not like a normal lifestyle when you're at home going to work every day. We're off all the time.
Oh, right, this for Heike. What is the typical day look like for you in the motorhome? How do you spend the day?
Well, yeah, getting up in the morning, having breakfast, and then if the weather is nice, we just go out all day. And
So how do you handle things like laundry, healthcare, and what about post when you're away?
Well, with the post, we got the address with my son, so our post goes to my son, and I've told him he can open it. And if there's anything interesting, bills or anything like that, it just sends us a WhatsApp with a picture on, and we sort that out that way. Laundry, we normally try to get to a campsite. Stay on a campsite a couple of days and do like the bigger chores like laundry and things like that. But we always try to do that when the weather's going to be not so good. So when you can't go out, it's best to do them sort of chores then.
And what about healthcare? I mean, if you need to see a doctor or something, how does that work?
Oh, we just have the normal healthcare in Europe. We can go to any doctor.
Okay.
So just like in Spain, for example, Heike was ill when we were in Spain, and we just went to the doctor and give her a health card up at the doctor, and everything was done from there. She got a prescription, got a medication, and that was it.
So how do you choose where to stay and for how long? Do you plan ahead or do you go with the flow?
no, we go with the flow.
We don't plan nothing. We get up in the morning and say, where should we go?
So is managing money and budgeting harder or easier when you're full-time living in a motorhome?
Well, it's actually changed a bit because since we're both pensioners now, we've got our pension. So it's probably easier for us maybe than somebody who has to still work or do an online work. And because we've got our regular wage sort of like coming in now with our pension. Of course, it's not as much as when you were working. So you have to cut down a bit and, come back a little bit and not do too much, go spending too much, like overspending.
Okay.
Oh, do you ever feel homesick?
No. Don't let our kids hear this.
So what do you miss the most about living in a house?
Up to now, nothing.
Nothing.
Um,
No.
maybe not having to empty the toilet and do them sort of chores and go and getting water from places. That's probably the easiest. Just turning a tap on and you've got water, or going to the toilet and flushing it. But that's probably the only difference. We're quite happy actually in the motorhome.
Good.
All right. Well, if someone, let's say, said to you, "Oh, we're going full-time van life," what is the advice that you can give to them?
Oh, maybe to plan it properly. If they want to do it, then I'd say do it. You never know if you're going to get the chance again. That's dependent as well. Like maybe if they have to work, because it's the same thing. Like I said, we've got our money. If they have to work to carry on doing van life, then they're probably going to have to check that out themselves if they can do it. But I'd definitely say do it. Make the best of it.
So what's the most memorable moment or your favourite place you've been since full-time motorhoming?
Well, up to now, Spain, because there was always a place where we couldn't get to before. Well, we could do, but it was on normal holidays. You just haven't got enough time. Just like 2-week holiday driving down to Spain is a lot. But last year we toured Spain, and that was fantastic. There was that many beautiful places. We just couldn't even mention them all.
Right. Any clever hacks, gear, or routines you've discovered to make your full-time van life easier?
Getting more solar power and more batteries.
Yeah, I can see where that would come into play. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
that's
Kind of quick fire ones now. What's the favourite campsite you've ever been to since full-time life?
I think that's hard. We like Benidorm, Villa Sol, but that's for us. In the UK, there's loads of beautiful campsites we've been to. I couldn't put my finger on one which would say that is the best.
At least we've got one for Spain anyhow. And I can probably guess what this is, but what's your least favourite chore while you're on the road?
The chore on the road, well, probably most of it would be finding a place to stay.
Okay.
Because we don't plan anything, we just go and then see where we're going to get to, and then I'll normally look and say, "Oh, let's see if we can find a site or an air or something like that."
All right, last question. What are the top 3 must-haves for full-time motorhome life?
A motorhome.
A motorhome.
Yeah, let's put that at the top.
I like that.
We'll put that at the top, shall we?
Well, depending on how you'd like to travel. Some people like to travel maybe just like a camping tour with a smaller van, which they don't need much. We're a bit older now, so we like a few comforts of our home. So the energy thing is something like that, like having enough battery power and everything to charge all your appliances, and also to use things like we did at home. Put the kettle on, use the air fryer, things like that. But that'll probably be the main thing, because we like a little bit of comfort. We're getting too old now for getting in it.
So in conclusion, you enjoy full-time life,
Yes.
Yes, we absolutely love it.
Yes.
No regrets whatsoever. How long we're going to do it for, don't know. Until we maybe get fed up of it, or till something doesn't work anymore. We'll see. But at the moment, it's fantastic. Best thing we've done.
So thanks, Paul. Thanks, Heike. I really appreciate that. Like I said, we couldn't really give a true perspective because the most we've been away is like 6 or 7 weeks. But thank you very much, and we'll speak to you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Then have fun and see you on our next tour.